Hi and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is my weigh-in update. Let's get stood on those scales and see what they say. So 1.5 pounds off this week. I feel amazing. If you've followed me a while or you've started from the beginning of my journey, you would know that this weight means a lot to me because 12 stone, 12.5 pounds was my target weight when I first started Slimming World. In 2017, I set my target at a 4 stone loss, and that was 12 stone, 12.5 pounds. And I feel as good today as I did on that day holding my target certificate. Now, I know that I am not in my happy place just yet because I have been a lot lower and I feel a lot more comfortable in my own skin at a lower weight. But I am going to enjoy this moment. I feel so much better than I have done. Yes, I just feel amazing, and I maintained my 4 stone loss for I think it was 8 months, and then I went on I got poorly, I lost a lot of weight, and I felt more comfortable at a lower weight than I did at 12 stone, 12.5 pounds, and I went on the journey then to get my 5 stone award. Now, my 5 stone award, being that weight, is not manageable for myself, but I'll feel more comfortable when I'm closer to probably the 11 stone bracket than I do here. But this is about embracing where we are at the moment in time, and I feel so good. I'm so glad. Within 5 weeks I've lost 5.5 pounds, and I just feel amazing. I've had one gain, which was half a pound gain, and I just feel incredible. Really do feel good. The food I'm eating, I'm thoroughly enjoying. And something has been on Sunday, was it Sunday? Yes, on Sunday I put up a video of what I ate in a day, and a lovely subscriber called Joanne said something to me in my comments, and it has stuck with me so much, and feels good to be in control again, and that is it. That just nailed it on the head. Because on Sunday, the hubster had gone to Aldi to get some bits in, and he rang up and said, I'm going to bring back a McDonald's for the kids as a little treat. Would you like one? And I didn't even have to flinch. I just said no. Now, I could have easily said yes, but I said no. And he got me some vegetable sushi, which I absolutely love, and that feels like a treat anyway. It was having that control, like I'm feeling control of my food and what I'm eating, and if I want a treat, it's a treat, and I don't overindulge in it. It happens, I enjoy it, no regrets, and I move on to the next meal. And having that control back is such a powerful thing. And when Joanne said it, it was like a light bulb moment. I was like, that's it. Out of everything, losing weight for me is having the control over food and not food controlling me, because that's what it's done for a lot of my life. Is if I feel sad, I go to food, and then food makes me unhappy, so then I eat even more. Whereas now I control food. It doesn't control me anymore. I enjoy the food I'm eating. I adapt the plan to my lifestyle, and yeah, thank you Joanne for saying that, because it was an amazing thing what to say, and it really meant a lot this week. And yeah, having the control back in my life over food is such a wonderful thing to have. And yeah, I am in control now. Going back a little bit, on Saturday I met up with my in-laws in the new social distancing rules what Boris has laid out. We can meet another household, a maximum of 6 people, and obviously you've got to keep your 2-metre distance. It was so lovely to see my in-laws in their garden. Really strange to not hug or anything like that, but it was so nice to see them, and we spent a few hours there. We just got there before it stopped raining, and then we left as it was just about to rain. A lovely experience. Really liked it. Strange not to hug at the end, but so pleased to be able to finally see them in face to face. Saturday night, as always, is quiz night. We held quiz, a hilarious night, absolutely hilarious night. We hosted it. We did play that tune, so we had little whistles. We had to like play a tune, and the other teams had to guess. and the children got involved as well, and then it became hysterical after that. It was just so much fun. Sunday I've just spoke about. Monday, Tuesday has just been a normal days on plan. The thing I have really tried this week to do is to, as I would say, zhuzh up my breakfasts. Looking back at my breakfasts, they were the same kind of thing. And so my healthy extra B I tend to have in the morning, unless I know that I'm going to be having a burger or something like that. I do like it in a bread bun. Don't get me wrong, I like a naked burger, but I do prefer it in a bun. It just feels a lot more substantial, and you just feel like you're having a proper burger. So in the morning, I've been having my wholemeal roll and having egg, bacon, mushrooms and spinach with a tablespoon of ketchup, and it's really filled me up. I've been having my dinner later on because of that breakfast, but really loving it. And as the weather has dropped in temperature, I've been having more of a warmer breakfast. So I've had chocolate porridge, which is 40 grams of porridge, which is, I use ready break instead of porridge. Ready break in the actual box itself, not in the sachets. The sachets are sinned, but the ready break itself, 40 grams of that is a healthy extra B. And then I've had 2 sins worth of the hot chocolate light. I get mine from Powerland. You get 10 in a bag. Added that to it, mixed it all up, and then had fruit on top. I've absolutely loved. Then I've gone back to basics and had 2 Weetabix made up with hot water and lots of speedy fruit on top. Another firm favourite slimming wool breakfast, but in this weather it just feels so cosy to have. Then on a night time is where I was used to say hand to mouth action would happen, and back when I was on my journey, that's where I used a lot of my sins. That's where I would snack a lot. But now I hardly watch TV. There's nothing really on what I watch. But when we are watching movie night, then I do like to have a few snacks, because obviously the family are having snacks. One moment. Grace! Turn that down! Grace is listening to music as she's going around the house. Yeah, so as we're doing family movie night and they're having like popcorn and some sweeties, I don't want to sit there without anything. So what I have absolutely been adoring is frozen grapes with a jelly, with a jelly sachet on top. This is my new firm favourite because A, it has free food in it, but it gives me that sweet fix, and also as well I can go hand to mouth as much as I'd like, and when I'm watching a film I'm doing that with some grapes as the rest of them are doing the same with popcorn or sweets. A, I don't feel left out, and B, it still gives me that like satisfaction when I'm watching a movie where you have that hand to mouth action. And yeah, I've just been a firm favourite. I've had them every single night this week and I've really thoroughly enjoyed them. My new favourite thing, I've had them in the past. It's just what I need at this moment in time. And also as well, I've been using sins in my meals, and me doing that, I've loved it. I've loved using sins in my meals, and then knowing that on the night time I can have my sweets, like my jellies and stuff like that, and not holding back on my meals, and then being really hungry on a night time and having all these chocolates. I mean, if it works for you, then they're cool. I mean, I did it in the past. This is not me saying that's wrong and this is right. I'm just saying that everyone does the plan differently, but I'm trying to learn really good habits. I don't want to be able to sit on a night time and have all this amount of food just because I can. It doesn't mean that it's something which I want to instill in me. At the beginning, it felt naughty to be able to have all these chocolates and like 2 healthy extra bars I used to keep back and have it on this massive plate full, and then the husband used to go, I can't believe you can have all that and still lose weight. And I was like, yeah, of course you can, I'm on Slimming World. And it worked, and like having my treat bowls and everything like that, it really worked. I mean, I lost the weight, but it's a bad habit to get into, because when I go off plan, that's where I feel like I've missed out, because I'm used to having a lot of food on a night time, so I'll overindulge more because that's what I normally do. So now having sins throughout my meals, and on a night time choosing like easy peelers or my grapes, and having a piece and having like a fibre now bar or one like 4.5 sin like skinny whip bar, I still feel like I'm enjoy a movie night to have that hand to mouth action, but I'm eating fruit more than chocolate, and I'll eat my fruit first, and if I'm still hungry then I'll have my chocolate bar at the end. Now everyone's different and everything has to work for you, but I now want to instill good eating habits on the way, and that is just one way I am doing that. It's just something which I absolutely love doing. So now McDonald's is back open, all your like takeaway chains are starting to reopen again. It's so much easier now for me to go, can't bother to eat, it's Friday night, let's have a McDonald's, or let's have a Burger King, or let's have a Taco Bell kind of thing. But I know now is that if the hubster wants like a Taco Bell with the kids, say, or wants these like takeaway foods, I've got to have something which still feels naughty. I hate saying that word regarding food, but having something which is as naughty as what they're having, but it might be free in sins or low in sins, but I still feel like I'm not missing out, because when you feel like you're missing out on something, you overindulge or you'll pick at it, because something may not be on your plate and you pick at certain chips, so you go, oh, let's have a nugget. By the time you've picked at it, you probably have been better just to have a pile of it, felt like you've eaten it, and then got on with the next thing, because once you don't realise you've picked at certain things, you forget those sins, and then or get again or not the loss what you intend to do. What I've done now is I know that these occasions will happen more and more now, because they're there for us to enjoy, kind of thing. I know now that if the husband says that, then my treat will be my vegetable sushi and my duck sushi. I thoroughly enjoy that. I really, really do. Or it will be a teriyaki Subway salad. So I'm still like having a takeaway, but it's free on the plan. I still feel like I'm being a bit naughty and I'm not cooking, but it's on plan. So they're my two like things which I've said to the husband, if you're thinking about having a takeout, Max's iPad is in my room. That's just Sky Sports. So I've said to the hubster, like, if you're thinking about having a takeout, then don't tell me that you're having a takeout. Just make sure that you go and get like a sushi or a Subway salad for me, and then say, I've got the kids, I've got a McDonald's or a Taco Bell, but I've got you a Subway salad, because then I don't have the temptation of saying, oh, I'll have one, because you've already got me a Subway salad or you've got me my sushi. I feel like I'm in control, and this goes back to what Joanne said, having the control over food, having things in place so I'm in control of it, is such a wonderful feeling. And yeah, I am now so much closer to being in my happy place. It is unreal. Another £1.5 off this week. Yes, so pleased. So we'll see how this week pans out. So I hope you've had a wonderful week on plan. Let me know how you're getting on, and as always, food optimise and sending huge positive thoughts. Rachel, bye.